In this video, we will show you how to list a single item using Sku Fetch and eBay File Exchange without API access. First, you must be logged into your eBay account. Next, log into Sku Fetch. Click Sku Fetch. Paste in your supplier URL. You should preferably use a clean URL, meaning that anything at the end of the URL, starting with a question mark or a slash and the word ref on down, can be deleted. Click Process. Your supplier information will be retrieved. Once the supplier information is retrieved, it will be visible in the Sku Fetch editor. You can edit as little or as much of the information as you'd like. Step 1, listing information is collapsed by default. These are general settings that you should have already configured in your list and export settings. Typically, there is no need to modify them. But if you want to change any of these options for the listing, click the Show More button. Here you will see all of the default settings as well as the category selection. You can select a different category from the dropdown or enter a category ID number. Based on the category selected, you will see different item specifics below. It's totally optional, but if you prefer to fill out your item specifics, you can do so using the dropdowns provided. Scroll down to Section 2, Item Specifics. Information that could be retrieved from your supplier has been pre-filled in. You can make changes to any of the information you'd like or no changes at all. Your item will automatically be set to use the formula that you created in your price settings in Sku Fetch. If you need to set a different formula on the specific item, you can click Override Price. You will see all of your price options displayed. Original retail price is used for strike-through pricing. Unfortunately, you will not be able to use strike-through pricing with eBay File Exchange, as eBay only allows strike-through pricing when listing via API, so please skip over this option. Use fixed price. Typically, you will not want to use this option. It would set your listing to a specific price that you enter, and even if the supplier price changes, your item would remain at this fixed price until you change the formula in SkuGrid. The rest of the options you should be familiar with from your price settings in Sku Fetch. You can make adjustments to any of the formula fields if you'd like. Next, you'll have weights and dimensions. If they can be scraped from the supplier, you'll have values here. Otherwise, you can leave it blank or add your own. Scroll up to Section 3, Title Inputs. Your supplier's product title will be present. You can make any changes to it that you would like. Note, eBay only allows 80 characters for titles, so you may need to shorten it. As you edit the title, you'll see a character counter appear, and it will be red if you are over 80 characters. Once you're done editing your title, you can click Update in Description to change the title within the body of your listing. Find competition and get keywords can be used to search your selling marketplace for competitors selling the same item, or to find and build titles using keywords found on your selling marketplace. To use Find Competition, select your selling marketplace and click the Find Competition button. Sku Fetch will then show you competitors that have the same item listed. Click the Show More link on the ones you want to see more information about. It will take a few more moments, but then you will be able to see the number of items sold for each of them. The title of the item is also a clickable link to the competitor's listing. Click Close when done. If you click the Get Keywords button, Sku Fetch will show you the commonly used keywords and keyword phrases for this same item. The percentage indicated shows how many listings for this item have that word or phrase in it. The lower the percentage, the less common the keyword is, and that may be an opportunity for you. If you want to add any of the keywords or keyword phrases to your listing title, you can put your mouse cursor where you want it inserted, then click the Insert link by the keyword or keyword phrase. You can click Update in Description again to update the title in the body of the description. In Section 4, Gallery, you will see the images that came in from the supplier's product page. Here, you will be able to edit the images that go into the photo gallery of your listing and also select a different main image if you would like. There is an on-off switch. This slider can be used to select all images or deselect all images. eBay only allows 12 images, so if your item has more than that, you will need to deselect the extra ones. The star button is used to select a main image. Once selected, it will also change the main image that displays in the body of your listing description where the image merge tag appears. The tag button is used to change the keywords or file name of your images. The pencil button opens up a full image editor so that you can edit the details of your images. The picture button copies the selected picture to duplicate and autofill any missing images up to 12. The checkmark button allows you to individually select or deselect an image. Once deselected, the box will turn red. If selected, the box will be green. All images are checked by default. The Upload New Picture button will allow you to upload images of your own. In Step 5, Alternate Suppliers. This is optional. If you click the Include Alternative Suppliers button, you will be able to paste in additional supplier URLs to the same product. Once the item exports to SkuGrid for tracking, it will create additional entries in SkuGrid for this item, each with a different supplier URL. SkuGrid will track and reprice your item based off of the lowest priced in-stock supplier at the time. This allows you to keep your items in stock longer and ensures the best pricing. In Step 6, you have your description. Here you will see your listing template if one is selected. All of your supplier information will be filled in. You can make changes that you would like or none at all. There is a Spin Text button directly below the description box. If you click Spin Text, you will have an area to paste in any text from your title or description into the original box. Then click the green Start button. Sku Fetch will spin the content to make it more unique. You can then copy it and paste it back into your title or the body of your description. When you are done making changes, click the green Process button. The screen will refresh and state, "Wait a while for the extension to list your item." If you want, you can make sure that the extension has launched the listing process by going here. If you click the Here link, it will take you to eBay's file exchange. It should take just a few minutes for a single item listing. You can refresh your file exchange page to keep checking on it if you prefer. eBay will also send you a confirmation email once a successful upload has been sent to eBay File Exchange. From that email, you can click View Upload Results, and it will take you to the same File Exchange page. You will see an entry for today's date with one requested action. The status may still be in progress. If you click the Download link under the Uploaded File column, you will be able to see the information that was submitted to eBay. You will have to open it in your favorite spreadsheet software. Processing time will depend on eBay. You may have to refresh the page from time to time to see when eBay has finished processing the file. Once it has processed, the status will show as completed. If you click the Download link under the Load Results Report column, you will be able to see if eBay successfully processed the listing or if they rejected it and gave you an error. On the File Exchange Load Results Report, you will see either success, warning, or failure under the status column. If it was a failure or warning, you will have an error code or error message present to let you know what you need to do to get the item to go through. Otherwise, you will see success. The eBay item number will be displayed in the Item ID column. If you go back to Sku Fetch and click on Item List, you will see that your item has been posted. You'll notice links to the supplier item and your eBay item. The status will show Listed. Under Lister, you will see FEL for File Exchange Lister. It will take a few more minutes, but once the item exports to Sku Grid for tracking and repricing, it will show Sku Grid under the exported column. You successfully listed a single item without API using Sku Fetch and eBay File Exchange. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.